Hello, calculus fans! Let's find the area between the curves f of x equals x squared minus 5x minus 7 and g of x equals x minus 12 between x equals negative 2 and x equals 5. Now we really need to figure out which graph is on top. Okay, so you see the line, that's y equals x minus 12, and we've got the parabola, y equals x squared minus 5x minus 7. I've marked a few things. We were told in the problem statement we're going between negative 2 and 5. And one of the things that we'll see in a moment is that this intersection point right here actually happens when x is equal to 5. And the other thing we need to figure out is, where is this point? There's this other intersection point, and we'll determine that as we go along. But one thing that we should see is that the top curve switches depending on whether or not you're to the left or to the right of that intersection point in the middle. The top curve is different. All right, so let's figure out the x coordinates of these intersection points. Usual sort of thing, we set the functions equal to each other and solve for x. All right, this one's easy to factor. We get x equals 5 and x equals 1. All right, so that shows that the picture was realistic in terms of x equals 5 was one of the other intersection points. That happened to be the rightmost bound on what we were supposed to compute. So the question mark was 1, and the point that we marked 5 really is the x-coordinate of the rightmost intersection point. So what we see is that f of x is bigger than g of x on the interval from negative 2 to 1, and g of x is bigger than f of x on the interval from 1 to 5. So they switch which one is top. All right, so now we can write down an integral for the total area. And actually, we're going to have to write down two integrals. So you see that between negative 2 and 1, the top curve is the parabola. Between 1 and 5, the top curve is the line. So you always do top curve minus bottom curve. And so you have to decide, based on the picture, which one is the top, which one is the bottom. All right, so if we work these out, we get the integral from negative 2 to 1 of x squared minus 6x plus 5 dx, plus the integral from 1 to 5 of minus x squared plus 6x minus 5 dx. Now, this might be a little bit messy, but these are not hard. And so we can just push forward, and we get some pretty awful looking expression like this. But again, this is not hard, it's just a little messy. And if you work all that out, you end up getting 113 over 3, and that actually is our final answer. Okay, that's all for now.